Hey YouTube, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's the 23rd of May, it's a Monday, it's 4:23 p.m. in the afternoon, and we're all doing good, we're all doing fine. I hope you're having a wonderful day on this Labor Day today. Today, I want to go over a topic that has been bugging a lot of you. I want to touch on a topic that I know several of you have been complaining about. A topic that I know has been that pain in the rear, if for want of a better word, right? Today we're going to do a quick video on understanding functions and what it is. What is a function? And that is going to be the first question that I'm going to address. So, what is a function? A function is basically a rule. Now, the rule states that whatever number is inputted into the variable has to be manipulated by the equation to give a specific output. In other words, whatever number is inputted into the variable x has to be manipulated by this rule in order to give a specific output. And we're going to look deeper into this equation as we proceed. Now, the input value is also referred to as the domain, whilst the output value is also referred to as the range. And these are important terms for you to remember. So, domain and range. Always remember, right? The input value into the function is called the domain, and the output value is also called the range. When you see a notation that is written in the following format, please note that this notation is read in a particular way. This reads f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 2. In addition to that, also note that any function which has the notation f of x is also equal to y. Therefore, with this equation, f of x equaling 4x squared plus 2 is also equal to y equal 4x squared plus 2. These are the rules of functions. Now, obviously, after looking at both equations, you can definitely say that there's a difference. What are the differences? This right here is what we refer to as a quadratic function, whilst this is referred to as a quadratic equation, and that is the difference. Let us look now at some basic examples of how to evaluate a function, and this is how the question would come across. On the test paper, you will be asked to evaluate a function, and it will be written as such. Now, as mentioned before, whatever input is placed into the variable x, that is referred to as the domain. So in this case, 3 is the domain for this example. Let us solve the question. If f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 2, what is f of 3, or evaluate f of 3 for that specific quadratic function. Now the first thing that you want to do is to input 3 everywhere that you see x in the quadratic function. Now at this point you have to be careful. You're not going to say 4 times 3 squared. You're going to say 4 multiplied by 3 squared, which is 9, plus 12. Now this is 36 plus 2, which gives the answer 38. Now what this is saying is that when y is equal to 38, x is equal to 3. Let us do another example. Let us work another example. Given that f of x is equivalent to 2x plus 1 divided by 3, what is f of 7? When looking at an example like this, the first thing that you have to realize, it is simple substitution. Wherever you have x in the equation, just put 7. Two times 7, that's 14, plus 1 divided by 3. This is 15 divided by 3, which is equivalent to 5. So your answer is f of 7 is equivalent to 5. On a graph, it is written as such. Now, this is a specific point on a graph. Let us move on to another example. If h of x is equivalent to 3x minus 2 divided by 4, what is h of 0? And again, we take the value of 0 and substitute it for x in the function h of x equals 3x minus 2 divided by 4. Three times 0, anything multiplied by 0 is equivalent to 0. So your answer is minus 2 over 4, which is the same as negative a half. This is your answer. As a point on a graph, this is written let us do another example. Now, given that g of x is equivalent to x squared minus 3, what is g of minus 1? Again, simple substitution. We take the value minus 1 and substitute it for x in the function. Now, negative 1 squared is the same as negative 1 multiplied by negative 1. So the answer is 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is the same as minus 2. So your answer here is minus 2. As a point on a graph, it is also written when x is minus 1, y is minus 2. That is it for today's session on basic functions. Coming up, we'll be going over composite functions and inverse functions. I do hope that you learned something today. I do hope that you are understanding what is being taught. Certainly, I must say that it is always good when one can definitely take on learning. That is it for today, and I do hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.